Hey everybody, this is Soarin Scratchin. Tonight we are going to do Evil Chicken Reacts. I've got a good one lined up. I've been going with some foreign groups. Actually, most of the groups I've been showing him are foreign to us. I don't know if we've seen any that are actual US groups, but I'm okay with that because we've heard a lot of those. We want to hear some of the other groups. This one, it's a group who sings about history. They are living history. They even have their own history channel on YouTube, which I will introduce this gentleman to as well. It's very
Most
intriguing. Yes.
Yeah.
Good word. So, without further ado, sit back and enjoy.
Good people, I'm Evil Chicken, and lo and behold, this is Soarin Scratchin. My partner in crime, Mr. The Eagle Fan.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back.
So, Dave, I'm very curious. You had introduced me to this band before with a different song, and the neat thing about this particular band, stop me if I'm wrong, they take historical situations, put them to metal, and history ensues.
They
The
make it
story.
epic.
I'm intrigued.
Yes.
All right, Dave. So what do you got today?
Today, this is a live performance. This is En Livstid I Krig. So, Lifetime of War, I believe, is the actual translation of that. We're going to
Okay.
hear, it's a live performance.
Okay.
And this is the Swedish version of it. Because in my mind, it's also the best version of it.
Fair enough. Okay.
Now, you'll be noticing it's a little bit different perspective than you'll see from a regular live video. They have the video camera is on the end of the drumstick, so that's what you see from the whole time. So you might have a headache by the time it's done. No, it's a very interesting, a little interesting perspective, one that you don't normally see. I'll
I'm
leave
intrigued.
it at that. You shall see when they start. These guys are a great band. It's a Swedish band. I initially thought maybe they were a Polish band because the very first songs I ever saw from them were actually about a part of Polish history. And they even had like a Polish flag come out up across the fans and everything. So I thought, oh, it's a Polish group. But then I looked further into them, and they're actually a Swedish group.
Wow.
And
Very cool.
It's good. They're usually, this is actually not as heavy as their songs usually are. Usually their songs are a little bit heavier than this one.
Okay.
But this is still, in my mind, this is a great song. They've actually released a bunch of videos this past summer. Every one of them, I think, is awesome. It's just amazing to see. And they're all done from their live tour, and also all with this similar perspective.
Wow.
Which again, like I said, when you see it, you'll be like, oh, I've never seen anything looking like that before.
Cool. I'm excited.
So, without further ado, are you ready?
I am now.
Okay. Let's kick this off in 3, 2, and 1.
Helt underbart. Mina vänner, då sjunger vi tillsammans. En livstid i krig!
Holy
so far,
cow.
sir?
I see what you mean about the perspective thing. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, that's not something you
It's
normally
almost like
see.
somebody like parked a Google van there, or it's got the Google thing happening, and with the 360 thing, yeah, that's kind of wild. The drum kit's interesting. That's with the tank.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They. I would love to see them. Like I said, they would have been coming around. We would have had a chance to have seen them this past year,
right, right.
but probably not with the same setup. I don't know. It would be an opening act. I'm not sure how much they would have had with them. But I definitely would have loved to seen them.
Well, you know what? The game's not over. Hopefully, in 2021, we can start to at least begin to get back to things. I don't know,
Yes, hopefully.
but yeah, this is intriguing. I wish I wasn't ignorant of the language, but the beautiful thing is, though, with our friend the internet, I might just have to go back and fill in the blanks. But even so, oh yeah, I mean, I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
Yeah, there are some translations out there. I'm sorry, I'm trying to bring one up right now for you
No problem.
to
Thank you.
translate some of the words here. Let's see. It's basically, again, it's singing from the perspective of someone going off to war. So I look around and see my home disappear. My time at home now feels far too short. Only youth, hardly a man when duty called me. If I get to see my home again, I do not know. Among relatives from my village, I went out to battle, and the world burned. For the war, it can destroy a man. I give my life for my homeland. But who misses me? So see me as it a husband, a friend, father and son never coming home. But who mourns me? Went out to battle for Sweden, was baptized in blood. Out there death awaits, not heroism. In fields where relatives fall, no song is heard. And then it continues from there.
So it's a cheerful ditty.
Yes,
Sorry.
it's very deep.
It's very
Very emotional, as you can tell. This is actually live in Sweden, and hearing the crowd singing along with it, you can just feel the emotional impact.
That emotion. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's powerful. That's powerful.
Yeah. I mean, just listening to the crowd sing just gives me goosebumps.
Oh yeah. You're not alone. You are not alone. Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Cool.
Okay, would you like to get back to some more?
I absolutely would.
Oh, one more little tidbit of information before we get back. The drummer.
Yeah.
The drummer is Floor Jensen's husband. Or Floor Jensen.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
It's a small world after all.
Yes, it is. It's interesting because a lot of these groups have these little relationships from one to another like that.
Yeah. That's fascinating. What do you know?
Like another group that we saw before, we didn't see, but we saw a video of Epica.
Yes.
The lead singer for that group is married to, I believe it was the keyboard player from Camelot, who we saw.
Wow. Yeah, I think you had mentioned that when we went. Wow.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Okay, I'm sorry. Instead of talking relationships, let's get back to the song.
Next on Maury.
Okay, here we go.
Hey.
Och när min tid har runnit ut, vem bryr sig då? Vi kämpar på, får en soldat ett värdigt slut. Och somnar upp, försvinna bort och aldrig vakna för kriget en man, förgöra en man. Jag ger mitt liv för mitt fosterland, men vem saknar mig så ser mig som den, en make, en vän, fader och son som aldrig kommer hem. En vän sörjer mig för kriget det kan förgöra en man. Jag ger mitt liv för mitt fosterland, men vem saknar mig så ser mig som den, en make, en vän, fader och son som aldrig kommer hem. Men vem sörjer mig?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. When
They know what to do with this stuff. They
Oh my
are amazing.
Yeah. They have that whole stadium in the palm of their hands. That would be something to behold. We need to see them live, Dave. We need to.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. There's a
Um,
video that I'd like to show you at some point as well.
okay.
I don't know if on a reaction or just in general. It's 40 to 1.
40-1.
This was one of the earlier videos that I saw where I was telling you it was about Polish history. And this is actually
Okay.
about a World War II battle. And again, like I said, with the crowd, there's a point where the song starts out, and all of a sudden, unfurling out across the front of the crowd is this
Right.
huge Polish flag. It's actually going over a bunch of the people that are all right up front, and it comes out quite a
Right.
ways. So it probably goes out 50 rows or so. I mean, it's a huge flag. So you see it under there, and people under the flag, you just see the people hitting the flag from the bottom, and they're all in there. They're all having a good old time. They can't see what's going on stage at the moment in there, but they were loving it. It was like, that's kind of cool.
That is wild.
It's
Wow.
it's a group that I showed you Bismarck before,
Yes.
and
Yes.
that was very impressive. I love the movie quality of that video
Oh yeah.
of
Oh yeah.
Bismarck. And
You can
this
tell
one,
they have a.
I'm sorry, you were saying?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just saying that they have a. There's a passion. You can sense that they have a love for what they're doing, and not just the musicianship, but the stories that they're sharing, and
Yeah.
that's cool. That's
And
cool.
it's not like it's just one album. It's you look back and said it's all of their albums are about some part of history.
Fascinating.
Most of them are all about some sort of history with war. But I've actually learned a lot of things while watching those, and in many of them they have an accompanying. They have a Sabaton History Channel on YouTube. So if you get a
Wow.
chance, look that up. It's got
Yes.
it's got the details behind it. Like they have one for the Bismarck, and they go through a lot of the details and all behind not the making of the video, but of the
The
actual
events.
event.
Wow.
Like they have a song called Night Witches. I learned about that. That was a female bombing unit, a female Russian bombing unit from World War II
Wow.
that was basically given old World War One style planes to use.
Oh my gosh.
But
Oh my god.
yeah, so a lot of little things like that. I'm like, oh, I'm learning something there as well. Listening to the song and then watching this history video about it.
Oh, that sounds phenomenal. I'm gonna check that out in the next few minutes because that's fascinating. I love the idea that they can marry those two ideas. The whole bringing history to life, and you can cross reference it with the music while it's playing. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
What's the name of that channel again?
it's just Sabaton History, or it might be Sabaton
Fair
History
enough.
Channel, something like that. It's pretty straightforward to find.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely check them out. Check out those videos. They have many videos on that channel, so there's a lot to be learned. Um, you can tell they have. There's one guy who generally does the narrating of everything and the discussion, and
Okay.
then there's usually one member of the band. It's usually a different member each time that'll also be in there discussing things with them. So it's nice to know you get to hear a lot of the ideas behind, why did they come up with that song,
Wow.
what led them to that decision, and
That.
it's nice the way they do it because they also seem to tell it from the perspective of who they're talking about. So,
Okay.
like with this one, it was the perspective of the soldier during that war. Um,
Right.
With the night witches, it's more of the perspective of what happened from their perspective.
Okay.
It's it's not like our whitewashed history books that we got.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
Very true.
I gotta say I was very intrigued. They have one of these live videos that was done in Germany,
Okay.
and the song that was done, and apparently it looked like based on the video, it looked like they were opening the show with it, was actually a song about D-Day. So I was curious, how does that go off? How does that come over in Germany? Hearing about that makes you wonder how
Well,
how
um,
they obviously they loved it because they were all singing along and stuff with it and whatnot, but kind of makes you wonder what their perspective on these kind of things are.
that's a very good question. I think Germany's modern Germany, um, they've come to grips with. They've looked and they've recognized, they've acknowledged their past. Modern Germany has, and you have to recognize you have a problem before you can fix it.
Well said.
They recognized that they had a problem, and I believe that they fixed it. They, God knows how fascism starts. That's not what we're talking about right now. But to admit you have a problem and to make honest steps to change it, to look it in the eye, take ownership of it, make amends, and move forward. Everyone, as a nation, that's badass.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, no, I get that, but still, when you're thinking about that, because it's still close enough, it's still not too terribly long ago now. Now I know it's 2020 now, so it's a lot longer ago than like when we were in high school, and then it was only 40 years ago.
yeah,
Now,
right.
now it's a few more than that. Um,
Yes.
but still, you think some of the people in the crowd, they could have had ancestors,
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
parents,
absolutely.
grandparents
Great. Sure.
who fought on the German side in that, or maybe even were killed in the German side on that. So it can't be an easy, regardless of okay, they've come to terms with everything that's going on. You're still thinking about well, that was still, my grandfather or my father.
Yeah, yeah. It's a
Okay, I'm sorry.
fascinating.
Didn't mean to bring us down here.
No, 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 no. It's actually it's a fascinating point. I know that in Japan, um, since we're on World War II, I know that the history books read differently than the history books do here. Um, but I think that that's history is what is it? His story, you know. Um, I don't know. It's fascinating. It's a fascinating thing. I don't know. I don't have any answers, Dave.
Yes.
I just like the music.
I like the music, and I like what it represents. I
So
like
do I.
that it represents learning history, learning something about the past. If we don't learn about the past, then we've learned nothing at all.
True.
Again, I'm
True.
sorry, I didn't mean to take us down that really deep
No,
philosophical
no, no,
discussions.
no. It's good. I think it's important that no matter what it is, we have to acknowledge um, things. We have to look them in the eye.
Yeah,
We have to learn from them and move on. Um, so I have nothing but respect for anyone who can do that, including Germany.
yeah,
You know, I mean,
yeah,
hey, we're all works in progress, eh?
yeah. We just need to keep progressing. Okay, I'm
Yes.
sorry. With that said, I know I've apologized a bunch of times already. That seems to be my default go-to. I was told in one of the comments, stop apologizing.
By the way, thank you for leaving comments.
Yes,
In
please
fact,
leave us some more. Let us know. What do you think?
hey,
What's your take on some of these events? What else should we look at? What should we watch? What should we find?
yes,
I've
please,
gotten
thank you.
Yes, we've gotten some very good suggestions in the past, and we are going to return to them. So thank you for your suggestions. I do believe the next few you're going to see are going to be some comment or suggestion reactions.
Nice.
So that way it's not me just guiding the ship. Let's let you guys guide the ship for a little while here.
Fair enough.
So, with
Sounds
that
good.
said, give us a comment, like, and subscribe. Let us know what we're doing right, what you think we're doing wrong. If you think we're totally idiotic about our take on this, let us know.
We
If you like our
agree.
take, let us know. We're just a couple of old dudes here just trying to have fun, trying to enjoy what's out there and learn something new. With
I
that
think
said,
we're succeeding.
I'll go back to my sappy way of ending things.
It's not sappy. It's important.
Be good to each other out there. These are
Please.
trying times we're in. Let's make it better. Let's get past this whole COVID thing and maybe make 2021 the year of the return to normal, but not a return to status quo. Let's be better.
Yes.
With that said, keep your eye to the sky.
And your ear to the ground. Thank you.
Take care.